did you get that wrapped around you? Well, I am doing a lot. I have a little, probably artsy project coming up. I'm having a problem with my unemployment. I'm just gonna live my life. I'm gonna face it. I just hope I'm doing the right things. I'm not in the place where I wanted to be. How do you embrace the fact that you're not okay right now and things are not okay? So I feel a lot better. What? You're gonna talk to me? Yeah? What do you have to say this morning? What is it, baby? You gonna play a little bit? You wanna play? How did you get that wrapped around you? Really? Do you need some help? Yeah? What did you do? Are you dragging your stick around your back? Come here. It's just me this morning, so I only need one coaster. Isn't this coaster so me? We don't have a little table on the patio, so I have to take this one out. Ooh, it's humid this morning. It is very warm outside this morning, very humid. Actually, I don't even know what the temperature is. Hey Siri, what's the temperature outside? I guess Siri doesn't work when you're using the camera. But so this morning I'm having my coffee out on the porch because it's going to start raining in a few minutes. What time is it? It's 7. And it's supposed to start raining at 8. So I wanted to come out and have a little porch time before it starts raining. And I have lots of things going on this week, which is kind of crazy because you think of people not having a job and it's like, oh, they're not doing anything. Well, I am doing a lot. I'm looking for a job, and that's a lot of work, as I've previously reported, and also living life and trying to be present and trying to lessen the moments of anxiety, which, let's face it, I have them all the time. It's just like the day-to-day is okay, but there are these just the moments. If you've been in this situation, you know, it's like you kind of can forget for a few minutes, but then it comes crashing back into you, and like the feeling in the pit of your stomach is just sheer panic sometimes. That's the only way I can really explain it. And since I've never been in this position before, it is very new for me. I always have some kind of anxiety about money and not having enough money. And wow, you come outside and the hair goes the anxiety. So I've been getting a lot of email rejections, which is fun, right? I did get I did get one that said, "We're still considering your application. We know this process is frustrating." And I'm like, well, that's not a no. So that's pretty good. And there is a job that I'm excited about, and they're still working their way through the screening process. So I don't really have any news about that, except it's not a no. So I'm really hoping that that one will work out, but it's just a waiting game, and the waiting is so hard, and having patience is terrible. I just want to control the stuff that I can control, and I feel like there's nothing I can control right now. Oh, I'm having a problem with my unemployment, and it's not been coming the past couple of weeks, so that is a huge worry. It's like this list of stuff that I can't really do anything about. I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. Like I've called them, I've filed the correct paperwork. It just for whatever reason, it's taken them forever to do anything about it. So I guess I'll call again this week if something doesn't happen in a couple of days. It's Wednesday, and I check daily. So let's see. This week has been really busy. James was home Monday and Tuesday because he was sick. And so Mina was here too, and we had a problem with the coffee maker. And James is like, it's dead. It's just dead. And I'm like, no, it can't be dead. You have to fix it. We can't buy another one right now. So fortunately, it wasn't our main coffee maker, which we have our drip coffee made in every day. It was we have an Instant Pot coffee maker. I don't know why that sounded like a question. It's not. It certainly is an Instant Pot. Instant Pot. You know, people call it Instapot. It's not. It's Instant Pot. It takes the capsules and it takes the Keurig pods. So that is different from any other coffee maker because it does those two things and it doesn't do, the larger Nespressos. It doesn't do those, but it does the small capsules and then the K-cups. So James likes the K-cups, the Bustelo and the K-cups sometimes. And if we have people over, like my mom, she likes the K-cups because our coffee is pretty strong. She doesn't like that, but she drinks it anyway sometimes. I'll just add a little water. She doesn't know. She does know, but that's okay. She puts a bunch of creamer in there too. It's funny watching her and my sister drink coffee. I'm like, ooh, my sister will load it up with sugar. I don't know if she still does, but she did when we were younger. And cream and sugar. I'm like, that's not even coffee. I mean, who am I to judge? James's mom, when she was still alive, she would tell me that I was drinking hot chocolate instead of coffee because I didn't drink my coffee black. I do now, but that's not because she picked on my coffee. And anyway, all I'd put in my coffee then was creamer. I didn't put sugar. But anyway, black coffee in this house for the most part, unless I'm making a latte. And mostly that's just, I don't want to add a bunch of calories to my coffee. So, and if I'm going to, then I really want it to be caffeine. I really want it to be caffeine. No, I really want it to be protein. So I do make lattes that way. We did something exciting yesterday, and something big might be happening at the end of the month. On Monday, what did I do on Monday? I always make lists of stuff and I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the light, but my iPad has been my best friend lately. I love this thing, and I mean, I've always loved it. I had a bigger one, and James bought this one. This is just like an 8.5 by 11 size, and I keep track. Well, I have my weekly one, and then I have a weekly meal plan that I created, and then they have like these daily templates in there. I know it looks backwards, but you can kind of see what it is. If I could, I'll have to do a little reel. Maybe I'll do a short on this. It's just kind of a schedule. There's a timeline. Let's see if I can do this. There's a timeline. It goes from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. And then it has a place for your priorities, your to-do list, and look what's on mine. If you can see it backwards, job search. So I'll keep a list of stuff in there that I want to apply for. And so Usually I'll keep a list of the things I want to do and the things that I need to do every day. It's been off for a couple of days because everyone was home. So I just kind of move my stuff around so that I can spend time with them when they're here. And I don't always do that, but you know, this is a phase of life where I can do that. So it doesn't matter what time of day I apply for jobs. I can change things around. And also with that, I was going to help my dad with a garage sale this weekend, but he is not going to do it because it's going to rain like any minute. But so that changed, and I'm going to have lunch with some friends today. Actually style my hair today and put some makeup on. I don't think I've put makeup on all week. And usually I would have done that before I did a video, but you know what? I'm going to be real here. And usually I'll put something on, but the past couple of days I haven't because I just didn't want to. So there. So what's on tap today? So this morning I did all my selfing this morning. I'm cleaning. Yesterday I cleaned some of the stuff for the Blackstone, and it's starting to rain already. It said I had till 7:15. Come on, man. So I gotta roll up the rug and take in my cushions. That's the cushion. It looks so cute, especially with the rug. It makes me happy. We're getting it together. I told my friend I probably shouldn't have spent the money on the cushions, but what do you do? You know, sometimes you have to live your life and know when things are gonna give you kind of a return on investment, I guess, is a way that I look at it. Either, you know, that return is in happiness and comfort and feeling good about your space, or whether it's a return on money. And this was just worth it for me. Plus, I got them at Lowe's and they were, I think, $80 each. So I got two because I had two chairs, and because I had been looking on Amazon. Yeah, it's starting to rain. I'm gonna have to go in a minute. I've been looking on Amazon, and on Amazon they were $130 a piece. So I actually came out ahead, even though I had to spend money. Okay, I'm gonna have to wrap this up. I don't want to get rained on. I don't want my stuff to get rained on. Well, I only felt a few drops, and it hasn't like started coming down really hard yet. So I'm gonna dance. What do you call it? I want to say dance with the devil, but that's not it. Just trying to breathe. Yesterday I had a moment when James and I were having coffee. I was sitting in my bed. You know, your bed is just like a little haven. It's so nice and comfortable, and I love being there. Even now, when I'm like a bundle of nerves all the time, retreating there sometimes is just therapeutic and restorative. And so we're sitting there, and I had this feeling. I had my legs stretched out, and I was kind of leaning back in my pillow, and I had kind of a moment of feeling like my old self and feeling not so anxious. And then, of course, as soon as you realize it, then it's like, oh, wait, that's right. I have so many things to worry about. Let's worry about them. So we had some errands to run. So what did we do? I wanted a watermelon yesterday. I couldn't find the one I wanted. I wanted just a little watermelon because they were like $2.50 and the other ones were like $5, $10. And I'm like, I can't really spend $10 on a watermelon right now. Your girl's got no money coming in. Not even my unemployment is coming in. Come on, man. What do you do? It's so quiet out here because the HVACs have all turned off, and so it's really quiet, even though you can hear some of the traffic. We live at the intersection of two pretty busy roads, and there's a fire station down the street, so there are always sirens, and sometimes we wonder what is going on? Like, how is there something every 5 minutes? But hopefully we won't hear one right now. But I'm just out here planning my day, And, you know, this is a really uncertain time for me, but I feel like I'm having a pretty good time. I On Monday, I took some pictures I set up a Depop. My mom even gave me a mannequin to use. She calls her Mandy. We walked into the house yesterday after doing some errands, and I'd had a jacket. Mina has a London Fog jacket, and she is like, I have too many coats, so she wants to get rid of that one. So I was trying to put that on there and take some pictures. It's black, so it's kind of hard to capture the details on it the way that I was doing it yesterday, and I was trying to hurry because we were going out to do some stuff. And so when we were leaving, I just took it off so that the cat didn't do anything to it while we were out, and folded it up and put it away. So that mannequin is just sitting in the living room, and there's nothing on it. So it's just like a woman's form. So we walk in, and James is like, "Oh, I see Mandy's naked in the living room again," and that was just funny. So I'm working on that and coming up with a new list of job leads that I want to apply for, and planning to reach out to my network again and see if anybody has any things that I haven't come across. So we'll try that. There's a job about an hour away that I applied for pretty much right when I got laid off, because I had heard some other people from our company had landed there, and I was like, let me see what that's about. So I applied for it, and they sent me a rejection notice, and I'm like, but it's pretty much exactly what I was doing before. You don't even want to have a conversation with me? And it's still open. Like, I don't understand that. Maybe I should ask somebody about it. I'm going to put that on the list of things to do. Not that I really want to drive an hour for work every day, but lots of people do it. Actually, it's only a couple of times a week. So, because it's a hybrid. So, what can they say? No again? Okay. I guess they can't hurt my feelings, but so much because they already said no. No, thank you. I hate the no thank you. And it's especially when you didn't even get a chance, really, but you know you're qualified for that job. I don't know, man. It's a crazy time to be looking for work. Although, what do I know? I hadn't looked for work in a while. There were times when I had applied for other jobs when I was at the job that I was at for about 25 years, and it was at a newspaper. So, you try to go on to other bigger newspapers, and it just didn't happen because the industry just imploded. So I did interview for other newspaper positions, and there were some that I almost got, and one of them actually I almost moved to California, which is funny because that's where James was at the time, and I almost moved there. I got the job. They just, before they could hire me, they froze the position. So, and they like stopped hiring. So, I mean, that was kind of a saved by, saved by the bell, I guess. But also, James was in California at the time, and I think was in the process of moving to Oregon. So that's really interesting because he moved here from Oregon in, I want to say somewhere around 2013. I might be a little off, but somewhere around there. And that's about the time that I was getting divorced and moving parts of town. I was in my apartment for 2 years before I met him. So I feel like I'm trying to like reach back to that time and see if I feel the same way that I felt then, because it was even though this is my career and that was my personal life, it's still kind of the same sort of transformation. And I do remember feeling unsettled then, but I also remember telling myself a lot that I wanted to enjoy the time to myself because I knew it wouldn't last. It wasn't going to be forever. And I also remember pockets of time where I was I wouldn't say sad, but, and I wouldn't say exactly lonely, but sometimes I didn't know what to do with myself. And like I would have a weekend, my time off work, and I would be like, oh my God, what am I going to do with myself for 2 whole days? And now I'm like, 2 whole days is nothing. What are you going to do with yourself for 2 whole days? Well, a lot. I try to reach back and think about how I felt then. Very quiet time. I moved into an apartment and I had 2 cats, and then I lost one. So then it was just me and Pete. Me and Pete. It was me and Pete for several years until James came along, and then the kids moved in with us, and Pete rolled with those punches. He just adapted, and he was just a sweet cat. And then we brought Blair in, and he was not having that. Actually, had to take him to the emergency vet because he wasn't eating or drinking, and he was just kind of hiding under the bed, and he wouldn't eat anything. And they gave him one of those saline packs to get his water because he was dehydrated, and whew, that was a scary time. But he bounced back, and they became good friends, and I'm hoping the same will happen with Blair and Cy. Cy's kind of a pain in the butt. He's very pushy with her, and he wants so desperately to play with her, and she's just like, mm-mm. Who could blame her? But so feeling from that time, and I think I felt kind of, it's hard to compare them because that time was personal, and it was like I always had my job to kind of keep me centered and give my day structure, my life structure there. And here I can kind of do whatever I want to do during the day. Mostly, like I'm doing stuff that I have to do, so it's not like a free-for-all all the time. Mostly I drink a lot of coffee and working on my protein journey. What I really want right now is some pancakes, and I have some protein pancakes that I want to share, and I'm not quite ready to share it yet, but it's a product through a group that I'm in, and it's really good. So I'm going to talk more about those, just not today. Today is just jibber jabber on the porch with some coffee. So I'm going to get back to planning my day, and I have a little probably artsy project coming up for one of my friends. She's having a girls' weekend and wants me to do a little hand lettering kind of thing, and so maybe I'll film that while I'm doing it. So for now, I am going to have some coffee, and if you're watching this because you're laid off and you're not sure what to do, well, I think I've finally come to the point where, you know what, I'm looking for a job, but I'm going to live my life while I'm doing it. So it's not going to be, I don't want 100% of my day to be looking for a job, because I don't think that's healthy. Not mentally, and not on your body, because your mental health starts to come out in your, you start to feel it in your physical health too. So what I'm trying to do is look for a job and also live. So kind of put in the effort and the time for the job search and doing the interviews. Yeah, I would love to do some interviews. Doing the resumes and cover letters and filling out all the stuff. And I put that into my schedule first. And that's kind of my compromise onto how to still be a sane person and like live life and have fun. And I don't know, I'm just making it up as I go along, but hopefully you're doing okay. And just remember, we're going to get jobs. It's going to happen. And it'll probably, as my stepmom says, it'll happen when you least expect it. So I'm just going to live my life and stop expecting it, and we'll see where we land. My tarot cards keep telling me to be patient. That's not something I'm good at, but I'm working on it. And now it really is starting to rain. So I'm going to get this stuff inside and finish my coffee and figure out my list of things to do today. Using my last couple of caffeine eye patches. Let's see if there's lots of difference after. Probably not, but yeah, it's all in the name of self-care. Look at these kittens. Hi, Sai. Hi. Are you gonna look at me? Hey, do you have anything to say? Oh, well, cool, because I wanted to sit there. Hi, Blair. Blair. Blair kitten. Hi, baby girl. Are you salty this morning? Is Sai bothering you? Let's see what happens. He's looking at her. You're gonna go try to bother Blair? No, you're gonna sit down? What a good boy. We're teaching him some gentlemanly manners. We're trying anyway. So I was hanging out in my bedroom because it's raining outside, and I was just having the rest of my coffee and trying to plan what I was doing today. And there was a job that I wanted to apply for that I saw the other day, and it's no longer available, which happens. But I wasn't too concerned about it the other day about getting it, doing it exactly when I saw it, because it had only been there for 4 days. It was open for 4 days. So it's like, well, 4 days, really? So that's frustrating, but also I guess it just wasn't my job. I really believe things like that. I believe in things like that and think that timing is important. But it's just disconcerting because I thought that that was a good one to target. But it turns out it's not going to be because it's not available anymore. I'll keep an eye on it, but I don't know, it's weird. There are other things anyway. So I'm gonna try to figure out what to wear to my lunch. It's kind of weird outside and hot and rainy, and I'm not sure if we're gonna have to walk because it's in downtown. I don't know. Just having moments of crushing anxiety right now. So I'm on the down part of the roller coaster right now. Maybe later today I'll be on an upper part, but right now, not feeling so great. But at least I have a cozy environment in which to not feel so good. I have a lot of books I want to read. I have some games I want to play. But I have to get all my stuff done first before I can have fun. So I'm gonna figure out what I'm wearing and put on a little makeup to put on my face. What I'd really like to do is crawl back into bed and hide from the world. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna face it. Do I look any different? I've really been trying to declutter and get rid of boxes that are just kind of hanging around, including like from cute boxes from products that you buy and you're like, oh, I can't throw away the box. I can't throw away that jar. I might need that jar in like 3 years. But it's really hard. And I marked this box for recycling. And I brought it downstairs and I picked it up again and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can get rid of it. How adorable is that? I think I might need to keep it after all. A little wallet came in it that I got like last year. And I don't know. I think I might have to keep that one. That one's really cute. Maybe I'll get rid of the ones that don't have like embellishments and stuff. But this would look really cute somewhere. just like this, sitting, being useful. Maybe I can make it useful. I'm really struggling today. I just hope I'm doing the right things. And it's a struggle. All the self-doubt is rough. Am I doing the right things? Am I not? And also, I think, so yesterday we had kind of we did something that we had been needing to do, and it's a very good thing. But I'm not in the place where I wanted to be when we did it. And so that's really hard. And I'll give more details later. It's a good thing. It's a really good thing. And then today, I realized when I was getting ready, I realized that I'm heading back to the area where I used to work. And I haven't been down there since I lost my job. So that's going to be interesting. And I'll just have to manage the emotions around it. And it's like you can't assign all that feeling. Like it has as much power as you give it. And I don't want to give it too much power, so I'm going to try to focus on being able to spend some time with some people that I really, really enjoy spending time with, and not so much on the logistics of where it is and what that area meant to me in the past. So that's what I'm going to aim to do, and we'll see if I'm successful. This morning, while I'm finishing my coffee, I'm just thinking about lunch that I had with my friends yesterday, and how my one friend especially is encouraging me to see this time off as a gift. And I do, and I wish I could do that more. It's just the anxiety of it, the anxiety of the unknown. And how do you do both? How do you embrace the fact that you're not okay right now and things are not okay, but you know that they will be eventually, and be able to concentrate on the time that you have off and the things that you want to do. And like right now, I'm having my coffee and thinking about my day and watching this lady create a recipe notebook from scratch. So I am spending my time doing things that I like, but I also just, I don't know, I guess I always feel like there's that list of obligations and responsibilities. And Gen X, we are responsible. The responsible generation, I guess. Not that others aren't, but it's just, it comes, that whole latchkey kid thing and being left to your own devices. And I guess I always just realized that I have to save myself. Like, nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. And that's just the way it is. And having this uncertainty is really tough. So I'm going to make my list of responsibilities for the day, which they're growing kind of long today. I have to do some job searching, or actually, I've done the job searching. I have to get my stuff together and actually apply for them, and go to an appointment with Mina, and maybe go to the art store and look for some things for this art project that I'm doing. And I also want to stop at Dollar Tree and see if I can find some planters that might work to create like a little table. I need a little table out there, and I don't want to spend a bunch of money to get one. And we were at Goodwill's yesterday. I didn't see anything. Actually, James and I bought nothing. Actually, that's not true. He bought ACD, and we ended up getting a shirt for Mina. But other than that, we got nothing. I'm trying something different with my hair today. Mina's always looks so cute. She has such good curls, and she has a special brush that she uses. So I'm going to try it on mine and see if it works. Her hair consistency is a lot different from mine, so I don't know that it'll work, but you have to try, right? Good morning. It's Sunday, and it's time to try to reset for the week. At least that was what I used to do on Sundays. Now it's like, well, what's really the rush? But I do try to do that still and try to keep to some kind of schedule. Last week, man, I can't keep this camera straight. Last week was kind of rough. I got a lot of rejection emails. It happens. And like my unemployment has been hung up. So I haven't been getting it for like 3 weeks. And that was super stressful. And oh God, everything just felt so heavy. On Thursday, so also James put me on his insurance, so his paycheck took a huge hit. And so not getting the unemployment and also his paycheck being less, I was just like, oh my God, what are we doing? Like, how am I gonna deal with this? And that was all that happened on Thursday, and like I usually do, I talked to my sister for a really long time, and that was really nice. I'd posted something about feeling heavy and like not being able to. I just couldn't. I just couldn't that day. And she called me and we talked for like an hour and just about stuff, and about feeling heavy and trying to get yourself out of it and keep going and I knew all those things and I do all those things, but when you're in the moment, it's just like, holy crap, how am I going to get out of this? Everything feels so dark. So I went to sleep pretty early that night. And when I woke up on Friday morning, I was just like, okay, so we have some new challenges to deal with and we'll deal with it. James is super supportive and is always like, he's always like, I've been in some really bad places and this is not one of them. So, and like, we're okay. We're not in danger of losing anything yet. So, I'm like, my sister reminded me to count my blessings, and I do. I do that all the time. I'm super thankful for everything that I do have and the privileges that I've had um, throughout my life. I have like all this, I don't know how I feel like I'm behind on everything when I'm setting up my own day. Like, the whole day is mine to plan, and how am I so behind on stuff? Last week James was home for a couple of days sick from work, and so that kind of set my schedule a little behind, which it doesn't really matter. I just kind of moved things around. So I didn't get my video editing done that I wanted to get, and then later in the week it just kind of snowballed. Thursday was bad. Thursday was just a bad day, so I don't think I got much done. And on Friday, I did the artwork. I did that art project. So then I did take some time to take a few pictures of my Depop pile. And my goal today is to get that done. So I just put some laundry in. And so we're doing towels. And this is very exciting stuff. All my house elfing things today is really what's going to go on. And I'm going to take pictures for my Depop stuff. I'm probably going to cook something. We set up our back porch last weekend and cleaned our backyard, and it's so nice now. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not like Pinterest worthy, right? But I don't have the resources to put into that right now. And actually, there were some planters that I saw at Aldi I really wanted, but they're all sold out everywhere. And they were like $13 and they looked really nice and they would have matched the rug and the color scheme that we have back there. So, oh well. But my plan this morning is I'm gonna make James and us some espresso and then we're gonna go sit on our porch for a few minutes. And he has some little projects that he wants to do, and I'm gonna take some Depop pictures, and I gotta do some job hunting, which I might put off that until tomorrow. And see, I do have to do my unemployment, which by the way, I didn't say had been hung up, but I looked at my bank account and they're sending it to me. So I feel a lot better. Feel a lot better knowing that that's there because, you know, that's like my mortgage and car money. So, feel a little better about that. So my kid is texting me from work and I don't know what she's doing, but all I saw was "aw." I don't know what that means. Maybe I sent a picture last night. I don't know. I'll have to look and see. But I have to laugh because last night I told her to clean up her drink selection in her room because she'll bring like Starbucks home and like it sits on her counter on her side table forever, and it gives me hives. But I guess she took care of it because look at my trash. Do you see my trash? It won't even close. So she brought all this stuff down here, put it in the trash, and the trash won't close. And then she's like, okay, I'm out. Kids. Okay, off to make some coffee. We have big dreams for this tiny space. I think that table looks so cute right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to scrub it. But the table and the little fire pit is cute. Well, this is empty. Mine, I have just the tiniest bit left. So I'll drink that and then we're moving on inside. I'm gonna take some stuff out of the freezer and figure out what I can eat right now, which I think I have some ground turkey left. And I might just eat that and some cheese. I have some, maybe I'll make that little lasagna bowl because I have the stuff to do that and that'll be easy. Yeah, I think that might be what I do, just to use that stuff up and also get some protein in. And so I made this lasagna bowl. I call it I Want Lasagna Bowl because it doesn't have any pasta in it, but it's got all the other flavors. And I put some roasted vegetables in there and cottage cheese and ground turkey that I seasoned as Italian sausage. So I really like that seasoning a lot. And it tastes like lasagna to me. And I'm gonna eat this and watch something on TV. And I don't know what that's gonna be yet, but look at our view. Our view is this cute kitty who is a complete menace to society, and also this drill and a naked mannequin. So that's fun. Where else can you get this kind of content? Time to clean the black stone. All clean. Look at this mess.
And I love cooking on a flat top.
I'm so excited.
There's just so much better than a barbecue. Well, in my opinion.
Oh, look at all those mushrooms. so good. Oh, that makes me so happy.
These guys are getting flat now. All the sides have been seared.
Really be on the other side. Oh. Oh! That looks so good. Oh, I'm so happy. Alright, I have a bunch of vegetables and some meat, and we're gonna go eat this. And he's putting his together. Look at that. Look at that steak. He cooked that steak good. Yeah. Look at that chef. Alright, that's a wrap, guys. Have a good night, and see you next time.